Dogecoin looks like it got a breakout today. I was looking at this resistance, 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 and I got a trend line like this. I was watching this trend line and I was thinking once we break that going to the upside, we could target from the bottom to the top of this trend. We also had support, 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 giving me this other trend line going like this. It's kind of like a broadening, falling channel. So I would drag from the top to the bottom, right here to right here, in my opinion. You could also argue that we had support. Whoops, wrong tool. You could also argue that we had support, support, resistance, 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 kind of like a triangle pattern. And we broke that going to the upside as well. And that's pretty much the same target, except that's usually at the end. I don't usually do at the end, but it's all good. We're looking at the channel. Anyways, we're basically breaking out of two patterns right here. Let's say something like this. That gives me a target of approximately 0.15501 going to the upside. The only thing that I'm kind of curious about though is we got a nice little pump right here, but it looks like the volume's kind of declining, and it's like, so we're basically going up and the volume's coming down. I was kind of wondering if we're going to continue to go up and hit this target of 0.15501, which is actually this line right here pretty much. If we drag this out, it's pretty much very close to it. Basically, or sometimes resistance or support will turn into the opposite when it breaks through it. So we had support, support, support. We broke through there. And now it could be resistance, 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 rejected, or something like that. It's very possible. So this target that lines up with that line kind of makes sense. Let's see if it keeps going. This is also close to the Fibonacci retracement level, sitting at 0.15619. That would be another potential place for it to bounce to the downside, or a potential target. That's another place I usually like to target, is the Fibonacci levels. Right now, that's what I was going to show you. So right now we're on the bigger. We're on the Fibonacci retracement chart level. Fibonacci retracements levels with the from the bottom to the top of the big chart zoomed out. What I wanted to go back to what I wanted to show you is the chart with the small trend. We had this small trend right here. This is basically what we just went through since Wednesday, May. What is this? Yeah, Wednesday the 1st, May 1st. So basically we just have this small little uptrend, and we drew the Fibonacci retracement levels because we started to get resistance. We started to break the uptrends. We started to go sideways through them, and then we started to break to the downside. And that's why I started to look at these targets. Like I said, you get the Fibonacci retracement levels, or the retracement tool, and then you drag from the bottom to the top of the trend, and then that gives you these levels to watch. I really like the 50% because a lot of the times it does what it's pretty much doing now. And let's go ahead and delete. Okay, so this was at 0.151, I think, and then this is at 0.145, and this is at 139, and let's go ahead and delete that one. So basically, like I was saying, I like watching this 50% level, and I've been talking about this in my last couple of videos. You can go back and watch, like, for a while, ever since this area up here. I was saying maybe we can come down to the 50% level. I really like the 50% level. And check out what happened though. We came down, we bounced, we went a little bit lower than the 50%. We went right in the middle of the 50% and the 61%, somewhere down here, right at around 0.14202. It would have been hard to predict this because I didn't really see anything else other than that. I guess you could argue this previous support right there, but I didn't really see it. I guess you really could argue that though. But it didn't wick all the way down to the bottom. But anyways, so yeah, we hit the 50% level, and then we got a nice little bounce to the upside. So now I'm wondering, how far are we going to go? Are we going to continue to rip through and break out of this Fibonacci retracement and then delete it and start looking at that bigger one? Or are we going to start getting resistance on that level that I was talking about earlier? Let's see. This is a different chart. I'm wondering if I think it's this one, because I was talking about how the previous supports can now turn into resistance. But it looks like we're getting a nice little pump. And if we go back to the chart, we this one has my positions on it. The yellow ones are positions, the orange ones are usually limit orders. And from my little position right here to where we're at right now is 5.6%. It just got a nice little jump up. 5% is pretty decent. And then I also had another small one right here where I got kind of faked out. This one's almost 0.7%, so that's basically break even right there. But yeah, let's see if we can continue to go to the upside, or let's see if we're going to get rejected right here at 0.15497. Basically, that's the next target, I think. Let's see if we could break through that, though. I would like to see us break through that, come through, hit this next resistance right here, and then break through that, of course. But the 0.17 level, okay, let's kind of let me say this. I would like us to go all the way to 0.202. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's kind of what I'm hoping from here. I'm hoping that that was just a little dip. Okay, so we had a nice little run. We had a little correction. And then hopefully we can come back up and maybe hit that level, something like that. From this little bottom down here, somewhere around there, to 0.202. That'd be another 38%. That'd be pretty, that would be good. So I mean, let's see if we could do that or not. I'm sure we're gonna have trouble on the way. It's not gonna be a nice little road up like that. I'm sure it will be bumpy if we do get there or something. I mean, it could go sideways. It might take a long time to get there or whatever. We'll kind of see. Right now, let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We have support. Let's see how long we can ride this uptrend going to the upside. We're almost at this resistance line right here, potential resistance. It's we haven't really caught resistance on it yet, but there's support right here, which makes me think that it might give us resistance. And then also we have this falling channel pattern that we drug from the bottom to the top of that. That's what gives us that target as well of around 0.155. That's a nice little even number, nice little psychological number too. All right, if you guys want to check out the last video and see what I was talking about, I need to rewatch the last video. I should probably do that before I make the videos, but if you want to go back and watch the videos, it's probably a good idea if you want to learn more. You can click on this video right here and go ahead and do that. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.